Good evening, everyone. Hello, Port Slade. Right, who needs the Paris opening ceremony when you could have a bit of folk rock? We're Buckler's Wheel, and we play diddly diddly music. Take it away, Jules.
That's it, it's finished now.
Well, if you don't like that sort of thing, get yourself a stronger drink, because there'll be plenty more of that.
Can I have another drink?
No. We're going to do a song now about a girl from Galway. You'll never guess what it's called.
There's no prizes. Sue there on the fiddle. She's just filling in till we can get a decent violinist.
Right, so you're a folk band, you're meant to like folk music, which we love, but you also like a bit of ska. So, this is what happens.
Hang on. The cat don't fit, don't play it. I'm a stirring, I'm a da-da-da. Whack for the daddy-o. Whack for the daddy-o. There's a whiskey and a gun. I counted out his money, and it made a pretty penny. I put it in my pocket, and I took it home to Jenny. Saving for that she never would deceive me, but they will take the women, but they never can be easy. I'm a stirring, da-da-da-da-da. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o. There's a whiskey in the jar. I'm a stirring, I'm a do-da-da-da. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o. There's a whiskey in the jar. I counted out his money. I went up to the chamber. I dreamt of Golden Joe. It was no wonder, but Janet blew the charges and filled them up with water and sent for Captain Barrel to be ready for the slaughter. I'm a stirring, da-da-do-da-da-da. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o. There's a whiskey in the jar. As I was going over the Bombing Kerry Mountain, I met with Captain Farrell. His money he was counting. I first produced the best, and then produced the rest. Can't stand down deliver, for I am a poor deceiver. I'm a stirring, I'm a do-da-da-da. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o. There's a whiskey in the jar. I'm a stirring, I'm a do-da-da-da. Whack for the daddy-o, whack for the daddy-o. There's a whiskey in the jar. Sarah Wally. Calm down a bit, it's a bit early yet. You've got to peak too soon.
Anyway.
Have you had your pills? Have you had your pills tonight? We're going to calm it down a bit for a little while.
No, we're not. We're doing another bit of a fiddle now. This one's called Mason's Apron. It's called that because it's named after the mason wearing an apron. Don't know why.
Thank you.
Okay, brace yourself for some serious multitasking now. Our drummer's going to sing a song, but he's also going to carry on drumming whilst eating a banana and juggling. Maybe. This song is about how he didn't always want to be a drummer with a folk rock band. He really wanted to be a fisherman.
Yeah, right.
And we know a song about that, boys and girls.
Do we?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, what is it?
Tumbling on the seas, far away from dry land and his bitter memories, casting out my sweet line with abandonment and love. No ceiling bearing down on me, stayed the starry skies above, with light in my head, you in my arms. hurtling fever train, crashing headlong into the heartland like a cannon in the rain, with the beating of the sleepers and the burning of the coal, counting the towns flashing by in a night that's full of soul, with light in my head, with you in my arms. These bonds that hold me fast, the chains all hung around me will fall away at last. And on that fine and fateful day, I will take it in my hands. I will ride on the train, and I will be the fisherman with light in my head, with you in my arms.
Good Lord.
Okay, we're going back to the 80s now. I'm sure none of you remember the 80s. You all, well, almost all, look far too young. So we're going to do a proper love song now, not a folk song, love song. Nobody gets drowned, nobody gets hung, nobody accidentally shoots their girlfriend thinking she's a swan or something like that. But just a lovely love song. So here you go. Here's a romantic side. Oh. I think he just nearly self-combusted there, having to be romantic.
Straps come off. I have to confess, I was even too old in the 80s for this shit, I tell you. I'm too old now. About wake up every night, every day. I know that it's you I need to take this away. It must be love, love, love. Must be love, love, love. Nothing more, nothing less. Love is the best. Must be love, love, love. Must be love, love, love. Nothing more, nothing less. Love is the best. Thank you.
Well, I say we don't do normal love songs often, but we've actually got another one now. It's time for our bass player to get all romantic. And this song was covered by Ellie Goulding. He will not be doing that version. He can't hit those notes. So this is a song by the Waterboys that was covered by a few other people as well. Don't worry, after this there is no more romantic mush.
How long will I love you? As long as stars are above you. Longer if I can. How long will I need you? As long as the seasons lead to follow their plan. How long will I be with you? As long as the sea is bound to wash upon the sand. How long will I want you? As long as you want me to. Longer by far. How long will I hold you? As long as your father told you. Long as you are.
Right, we're going back to the 80s again now. Not the 1780s or the 1880s, 1980s. We do a mixture of folk songs and cheesy pop, in case you hadn't noticed, and a few other weird things, but this is a pop song from the 80s that if you've got a violin in your band, you really got to do it. Not the one you're thinking of, that'll be later.
Young at heart, young at heart. Young at heart, with what a start. Oh, before their time. They're married young, for love at last was their only crime. How come I love them now? How come I love them more? Young at heart, you're so young at heart. You're so young at heart. Young at heart, yet not a chance to be a child at all. They told us tales, they told us lies, though they know they shouldn't have told us at all. How come I love them now? How come I love them more? When all I wanted to do when I was old was to walk out the young at heart. You're so 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 young at heart. How come I love them now? How come I love them more? How come I love them now? How come I love them more? How come I love them now? How come I love them more? When all I wanted to do when I was old was to walk out the young at heart. You're so 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 young at heart.
Thank you. That's Sue again, on the fiddle. He's always on the fiddle. Oh, it's not. This is more. This is a bit of granddad rock. All the granddads like this from back in the 80s.
Just for the record, I was against this one, but these old men need a chance to, you know, calm down and have a breather.
Old men rule. Okay, so let's go. Ready? Go.
Well, it's alright, riding around in the breeze. Well, it's alright, if you live the life you please. Well, it's alright, doing the best you can. Well, to be strong. Well, it's alright. Well, it's alright. Every day is Judgment Day.
Maybe somewhere down the road away,
At the end of the line.
you think of me and wonder where I am these days.
At the end of the line.
Maybe somewhere where somebody plays
At the end of the line.
purple haze.
Well, it's alright. Even when push comes to shove, well, it's alright. If you got someone to love, well, it's alright. Everything will work out fine, well, it's alright. We're going to the end of the line.
But it don't matter about a car I drive.
At the end of the line.
It'll be inside.
At the end of the line.
And it don't matter if you're by my side.
At the end of the line.
I'm satisfied.
Well, it's alright. Even if you're old and gray, well, it's alright. You still got something to say. Well, it's alright. Remember to live and let live. Well, it's alright. The best you can do is forgive.
Fair body.
Well, it's alright. Riding around in the breeze, well, it's alright. If you live the life you please, well, it's alright. Even if the sun don't shine, well, it's alright. We're going to the end of the line.
Thank you. Get more brain dead, Rob.
We just learnt that one because that's one of our favourite films. Now a bit more back down to earth. We haven't done a Pogues one yet, that doesn't seem right. This is a Pogue song about bad living, as if there were any other sort of Pogue songs.
Hang on. We're going to have another drink, we're going to do a Pogues song. We're not playing, you can stand still now, we're not playing. Don't dance when we're not playing.
Do you need to go to the loo?
Yeah.
No, you carry on, Barbara. Keep it moving.
Got it. So we'll do it. Right, here we go, Pogues. Was somebody hurt then? Somebody seemed to scream. Somebody stood on their foot, I think.
And now for something completely different. Our bass player, who likes really weird songs, is going to sing a song about a 17th century murderer, maybe 18th century, but a murderer anyway, and about the women who loved the murderers in those days, and this is called Mad Tom. And we know you're sick of hearing this from every pub band that comes in here, but never mind. It was either that or Mustang Sally.
For you see, Mad Tom of Bedlam, 10,000 miles I travel. Mad model hand goes on dirty toes for to save the shoes from gravel. Still I'll sing bonny boys, funny mad boys. Bedlam boys are bonny, for they all go bare and they live by the air and they want no drink, no money. I went down to Satan's kitchen to beg me food one morning, and there I got souls piping hot all on a spit a turning. Still I'll sing bonny boys, funny mad boys. Bedlam boys are bonny, for they all go bare and they live by the air and they want no drink, no money. There I packed up a cauldron where I boiled 10,000 harlots, Though full of flame, I drank the same to the health of all such varlets. Still I'll sing, bonny boys, bonny mad boys, Bedlam boys are bonny, for they all go bare and they live by the air, and they want no drink, no money. My staff has murdered giants, my bag alone knife carries, to cut mince pies from children's pies with which to feed the fairies. Still I'll sing, bonny boys, bonny mad boys, Bedlam boys are bonny, for they all go bare and they live by the air, and they want no drink, no money. Still I'll sing, bonny boys, bonny mad boys, Bedlam boys are bonny, for they all go bare and they live by the air, and they want no drink, no money. Still I'll sing, bonny boys, bonny mad boys, Bedlam boys are bonny, for they all go bare and they live by the air, and they want no drink, no money. It's next when I have murdered the man in the moon to a powder. His staff I'll break and his dog I'll bake. They'll howl no demons louder. Still I'll sing, bonny boys, bonny mad boys, Bedlam boys are bonny, for they all go bare and they live by the air, and they want no drink, no money. So drink to Tom of Bedlam, he'll fill the seas in barrels. I'll drink below, I'll brood with gold and with mad maudlin travel. Still I'll sing, bonny boys, bonny mad boys, Bedlam boys are bonny, for they all go bare and they live by the air, and they want no drink, no money. Still I'll sing, bonny boys, bonny mad boys, Bedlam boys are bonny, for they all go bare and they live by the air, and they want no drink, no money. Still I'll sing, bonny boys, bonny mad boys, Bedlam boys are bonny, for they all go bare and they want no drink, no money.
I did the choreography for that one.
Nobody appreciates what
No,
he
no,
puts
I
into
appreciate
this.
it.
Right, and now for something completely different to that.
3 years at the Royal College of Dance I did for that. Nobody cares.
Clean the toilets.
They threw you out in the end.
Or cleaned them in time.
This next one, you might want to sing along. If you don't get the urge to sing along, you need another drink. Because we all say drink responsibly, but not tonight.
Yeah. Drink irresponsibly. Biggest spectrum there, actually.
What do you want to drink? There you go. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I shook you up, turned you around, turned you into someone new. Now 5 years later on, you got the world at your feet. Success has been so easy for you. But don't forget, it's me who put you where you are now. I can put you back down too. Don't you want me? You know I don't believe it when I hear that you won't see me. Don't you want me? You know I don't believe you when you say that you don't need me. But too late to find. When you think you changed your mind, you better change it back or we will run. Sorry, don't you want me, baby? Don't you want me?
time I live my life on my own. I guess it's just what I must do. Don't you want me?
You know I don't believe it when I hear that you won't see me. Don't you want me? You know I don't believe you when you say that you don't need me. It's much too late to find. When you think you've changed your mind, you better change it back or we will both be sorry. Don't you want me, baby? Don't you want me? Oh, don't you want me, baby? Don't you want me? Oh. Don't you want me, baby? Don't you want me? Oh. Don't you want me, baby? Don't you want me? Oh.
Thank you.
Right, there are certain songs that are too iconic and too big for a tiny little four-piece pub band to play. So we'll have a go anyway, because we just don't care. We will literally try anything once, apart from jazz. No, Jules, don't know why I put up with them.
Another.
Hurry up, Chris, so they can stop it.
I won't do that one today.
So this song is from the 70s, and if most of you couldn't remember the 80s, you definitely won't remember the 70s. You're far, far too young.
I do.
Oh, surely not.
Yeah, I'm 112 or something.
God, you must have lived a pure life. Okay, so here we go with a song that pub bands shouldn't dare try and cover.
There will be a 45 intermission after this, as required by European employment law.
Okay.
So,
Go. Ready? Ready?
yeah.
It's good. Sun is shining in the sky. There ain't a cloud in sight. It stopped raining. Everybody's in the rain. And don't you know, it's a beautiful new day. Hey, running down the avenue, see how the sun shines brightly in the city, on the breeze where once was Diddy, Mr. Blue. Sky is living here today. Hey, Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Hey, you with the pretty face, welcome
Thank you, folks. We'll be back in a few minutes. Go and buy some drinks in. Sorry?
Someone might go down to
Always remember that one 2 years ago.
Jules, back to work. We're back. And we're sorry it was so slow and boring in the first set. We'll start putting an effort in the second set.
Hey?
I've given Paul some speeds and I've given Jules some sugar. Should be all right now. Okay, let's fiddle. Okay, we're gonna do an American sea shanty now, but it's not a normal sea shanty. It's a bit weird. And because it's a bit weird, our bass player Chris is gonna sing it. It's called Oxeye Man, and we don't know what it's all about either.
What I do, trying to do some tuning now. Oh, okay. Thanks.
With your oxeye ho, rolled up on the shore with your oxeye. Steady on the tail with your oxeye ho, you hardy oxeye man. Oh, hands me down my walking cane, I'm off to see my darling Jane with your oxeye ho, rolled up on the shore with your oxeye. Steady on the tail with your oxeye ho, you hardy oxeye man.
It's an oxeye ship with an oxeye crew. Oxeye mate and skipper too. With your oxeye-o, row the boat ashore with your oxeye. Steady on the tiller with your oxeye-o, you are the oxeye man.
Thank you. That was a bit different, wasn't it?
It is time to release the drummer.
Good evening, everyone.
Fear not, I'm not going to play the drums.
And I'm not going to play the fiddle either. Yeah. Right. It's a bit hot back there. Cool, my goodness. Which is just apt for this song because it's about a desert and a horse. There you go, there's a clue, isn't it? Oh, you got it, you got it. 10 points, 10
You're
points.
not letting her play drums, are you?
No.
Well, you're not listening. She
No.
said she wasn't going to do that.
Only on her birthday.
You'll be getting a mark on your card later. You're not listening, are you? Not paying attention.
Right.
We all know this song.
Here we go. On the first part of the journey, I was looking at all her life. There was plants and birds and rocks and things, sand and hills and rings. The first thing I met was a fly with no buzz, sky with no clouds. The heat was hot and the ground was dry, the air was full of sound. Been through the desert on a horse with no name, and good to be out of the rain. In the desert, you can remember your name, 'cause there ain't no one for to give you no pain. La 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 la. After 2 days in the desert sun, skin began to turn red. After 3 days in the desert fun, I was looking at a riverbed, and the story it told of a river that flowed made me sad to think it was dead. Been through the desert on a horse with no name, felt good to be out of the rain. In the desert, you can't remember your name, 'cause there ain't no one for to give you no pain. La 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 la. After 9 days, I let the horse run free. Desert had turned to sea. There was sand and hills and rocks and things, sand and hills and rings. The ocean is a desert with its life underground, and a perfect disguise above. Under the sea lies a heart made of ground, but the humans will give no love. See, you've been through the desert on a horse with no name, felt good to be out of the rain. In the desert, you can't remember your name, 'cause there ain't no one for to give you no pain. La 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 la.
That's Jules there on the bongo, djembe. Don't ever call it a bongo. It turns really violent when you say that. He's got this violent side to him.
Okay, we do songs from all around the world. This next one's from the US of A. And it's a story. And it's a song that if you've got a violin in the band, you've really got to play it. I'm going to turn my effects up for this. Yeehaw.
Yeehaw. Georgia, he was looking for soul steel. He was in a bind, he was way behind, he was willing to make a deal. Then he came across this woman, so now I'm fiddling plenty hot. And the devil jumped on a hickory stump, said, girl, let me tell you what. Well, I bet you didn't know it, but I'm a fiddle player too. And if you care to take it there, I'll make a bet with you. And you play a pretty good fiddle, girl, but give the devil his due. Better fiddle the gold against your soul, cause I think I'm better than you. Well, she said, my name is Sue, and it might be a sin. And I'll take your bet, and you're gonna regret it. I'm the best ever been. Susie, rise up your bones, lay up your heart. Careful, cause in Georgia, and down through the south. And if you win, you get that shining jewel, there you go. Opened up his case and he said, I'll start the show. And fire flew from his fingertips as he rounded up his bow. And he pulled the ball across the strings and he made an evil hiss. And a band of demons joined in. It sounded something like this. That's pretty good, old son. Just sit right there in that chair right there and show you how it's done. You play the pound and run, boy, run. Still in the house of the rising sun. Sitting in the breast pan, picking out doors. There's your five man, no back doors. Still bowed his head as he knew that he'd been beat. And he laid that golden fiddle on the ground at Sue's feet. She said, devil, come on back. You ever want to try again? As I told you, once you son of a gun out of bed, sail to bed. He played find the man, run boy, run. Devil's in the house of the rising sun. She's in the back pan picking up dough. Johnny just stopped by no time though. Sir, what a morning.
Okay. Who wants another folk song about alcohol? I'll tell you what, you ladies are going to love the rest of this set. Oh, it's pure gold.
I slept, I met this man, I shook him by the hand, and we opened out of day. Great questions on his shoes, on the crux of life philosophy. He had what he should feel, and simple words to say, I am going, I am going, and he was waiting me, I am going, I am going, the streets of whiskey and going. Just by a landed up the jail, I'm not trying to trick him, but a rope over his back. And now I'm a fire. I'll go down to the Chelsea. I'll walk in on my feet, but I'll leave her on my back. I am going, I am going, anywhere is waiting, make it go. I am going, I am going, where streams of whiskey are flowing. Words that he spoke, sing the wisest of philosophies. There's nothing to be gained from a wet thing going in. When life is too dark and I need the blood inside of me, I walk into a bar, drink 15 pints of beer. I am going, I am going, anywhere is waiting, make it going. I am going, I am going, where streams of whiskey are flowing. Whiskey
Well, I'm sure all these extremely young ladies who look far too young to be thinking about getting married, I'm sure none of them will remember the 80s. But ask your parents. We're going to do a couple from the 80s now, so, you know, think back to your parents' childhood.
There we go. I just can't get enough. I just can't get enough. Getting out of this burning love. I just can't seem to get enough. I see baby walking down the street, and I just can't get enough. I just can't get enough. Every time I think of you, I know we have to meet. And I just can't get enough. I just can't get enough. Inside of me, falling in love. And I just can't seem to get enough. I just can't 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 get enough. When it rains and you're shining down on me, I just can't get enough. I just can't get enough. It's like a rainbow, you know you set me free. And I just can't get enough. I just can't get enough. Like an angel and you give me your love, and I just can't seem to get enough. I just can't 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 get enough. Look out, she's drinking more cider. Things could get messy. Uh-oh, we could be in trouble now. We're going to do one.
I don't think they'll know this one. Just in case you know this really ancient little folk song, feel free to join in.
You won't know it, but just try and do the best you can. Now I must say more than ever. Remember to ride, ride, ride. I will sing just like a horse. Come on, Eileen, and I swear what it means at this moment. You mean everything. That pretty red dress, Eileen, yes, just come on, baby. Come on, Eileen.
Come on, Riley.
These people around here beat down our sunken, smoked up places, trying to watch their failures, but not us, not us. Way I far too old and knackered. Remember to ride, 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 and you'll hum this tune forever. Come on, Eileen, I swear what it means at this moment. You mean everything in that pretty red dress. Eileen, yes, come on, miss. Come on, Eileen, that pretty white dress. Eileen, yes, come on, miss. Come on, Eileen. Come on, Eileen, come on, Eileen. Now you have grown, now you have shown. Oh, Eileen, I said, come on, Eileen. These things I really don't know how you feel. Now I must say, Marlon Hill, these random things I take you around, 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 around. Come on, Eileen, I swear what it means that it's wrong. You mean everything in that pretty red dress. Eileen said, yes, come on, come on, Eileen, come on, Eileen. I swear what it means that it's wrong. You mean everything in that pretty red dress. Eileen said, yes, come on, baby, come on, Eileen. Thank you. Whoa, I think she's going to do some more mental fiddling now.
As the actress said to the bishop, I think it's time for a bit of a fiddle.
Not on a hen night, it's not appropriate.
Right, I'm going to start this one off, and then the rest of them will try and catch up with me.
There we go. want any more, do you? Oh, that's enough, isn't it? Don't want no more, do you? I will do. That's
Okay, now this is where it all gets a bit mad. This next song started out as a little fiddle tune, and it's mutated into 90s dance anthems, 70s disco. Reasons why we never get invited back to folk clubs. So this is a little Irish fiddle tune called Star Monster, but done in our own special way, with a hint of Billie Eilish, a hint of 70s disco, and some 90s dance. That's all. I'm gonna need a drink for this one. I've got time for just one more song. I can't breathe. So we're going to go back to the 70s now, far before all of your time. You know, I said earlier there are some iconic songs that you really shouldn't attempt. Yeah, we're going to do another one of those. Because we don't care. We've been Buckler's Wheel. Congratulations, ladies. And the rest of you, thank you very much for putting up with us. And we shall see you next time, I hope. Available for weddings, bar mitzvahs, wakes, you name it. Divorce parties, you know, anything you want. So here we go with a classic from the 70s that we're about to interpret.
Listen to the wind blow, watch the sunrise. Run in the shadows, damn your love, damn your life. And if you don't love me now, you will never love me again. I can still hear you saying you would never break the chain. Never break the chain. You don't love me now, you don't love me now, never love me again. I can still hear you saying you would never break the chain. Never break the chain. Listen to the wind blow, down comes the night. Run in the shadows, damn your love, damn your life. Break the silence, damn the dark, damn the light. And if you don't love me now, you will never love me again. I can still hear you saying you would never break the chain. Never break the chain. You don't love me now, you don't love me, never love me again. I can still hear you saying you would never break the chain. Never break the chain. You don't love me now, you don't love me, never love me again. I can still hear you saying you would never break the chain. Never break the
Good night, Port Slade!
A big round of applause for Sue and the violin, please.
And everyone else. I don't know if we're allowed. Are we allowed or not? Sadie, are we allowed one more? Okay. Okay, we're going to finish with a gentle to calm you down. A gentle little Scottish song for you.
When I wake up, now you know I'm gonna be a man who is something to you. And when I go out, now you know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. And if I get drunk, well you know I'm gonna be the man who gets drunk next to you. And if I haver, well you know I'm gonna be the man who's favoring to you. And I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more, just to be the man who walks 1,000 miles before down at your door. When I'm working, well you know I'm gonna be the man who's working hard for you. And when the money comes in for the work I do, I pass almost every penny on to you. And when I come home, well you know I'm gonna be the man who's coming home to you. And when I go out, well you know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. And I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more, just to be the man who walks 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Well, when I'm lonely, well, you know I'm gonna be the man who's lonely without you. And when I'm dreaming, well, you know I'm gonna dream about the time when I'm with you. And when I go, well, you know I'm gonna be the man who's growing old with you. And when I come home, well, you know I'm gonna be the man who's coming home to you. I'm gonna be the man who's coming home to you. And I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more, just to be the man who walks 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. Thank you very much, everybody. And we'll see you again. Good night. Thank you. Good night. Thank you.
Buckler's Wheel have left the building.
much.